Okay, here we go, guys. Happy Friday. Cheers. They got me again. I got what the heck did I get? A tall iced brown sugar oat milk shaken. Oh, geez, too many freaking words. Either way, cheers. I appreciate you all for tuning in. We have a lot to cover. SoFi, the indices, what I'm doing in this market, as we do have a lot of stocks moving today, but the indices are all down. Literally, all of them are down. Bitcoin is up a little bit. Oil is almost back to 100 a barrel, guys. So yeah, let's get into it. Hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe. Join the Patreon for my weekly portfolio updates. You guys see how I manage my portfolio, selling options, trading stocks, buying, long-term investments. There's also a private Discord. All that is through the Patreon, link down below, or just go to the comments section, stassurfs.com/Patreon if you guys want to. No pressure, obviously. And now let's get into it. So, we're down across the board, and the metals are down as well, which is interesting. Silver is at 81 an ounce, guys, hanging above a thread, $80, hanging above 80, above or from a thread, whatever that saying is, right? Down 5%, as gold is down 1.5%, oil is up 2%, and every index is down. Not too bad, but the Qs are down just over 0.5%. You guys can see here, SPY, the S&P 500 down about 0.4%, the Dow down 0.1%, not much there, as the Russell's down 0.5%. So we're getting hit across the board here, guys. Not too surprising. We all expected volatility this week, so I'm not surprised here. And in fact, we called it out when SPY and the Qs were at the top of their respective channels. On the 20-day chart, you can see we called it out 2-3 days ago that this run could have been a bull trap, most likely, and now, boom, we're back down to the bottom of the channel here on SPY, and on the Qs, you guys are seeing that pretty clear as day. And on SoFi, we can see, by the way, power hour just started. I don't think I mentioned that, but it's about 3:10 p.m. when I'm making this video. SoFi is down almost 0.75%, and guys, the price action here is not looking good. And you might be like, oh, Stas, you're fear-mongering, this, that, the third. I'm not fear-mongering. This is legitimate, price action that's breaking down here. I mean, it is. If you guys take a look at it, clearly we put in a lower high today. I mean, if you guys take a look on the 30-minute, you'll see it even better. If I zoom in, we put in a lower high as we tried breaking through 18.15 this morning, and we failed. We got hit right at that 180 SMA. We failed to break through yesterday's, highs, the day before that. So this is not looking ideal. And now we're gunning for the lows from the pre-market, from close yesterday. We didn't take them out yet, but guys, we're going for them. And, it doesn't look too good here, really. I think 1750, maybe we hold it and close above it today. But this is not shaping up nicely for Monday, for next week. The way that, again, we're putting in these lower highs. We have a clear descending triangle that we've been talking about, and it looks like it wants to play out here. And the next gap down, we've covered this 100 times, it's 1650. It looks like SoFi wants 1650. Again, maybe not today. We only have 50 minutes left of trading, but yeah, at some point, Monday, Tuesday, the way things are shaping up now, we have a death cross as well. Again, that descending triangle, I think we could be seeing 1650 pretty soon here. That's the low from the beginning of this month on the 2nd. So about 2 weeks ago, we hit that. And yeah, the bulls are just nowhere to be found right now. Nowhere to be found. And we're officially under Anthony Noto's buy price, where he bought more at $17.88. We're under that. We're at 1760. And by the way, he added, it's old news. You guys all know this, but he added 56,000 shares at that price, about $1 million of SoFi stock, which honestly, I mean, look, if you're the CEO of the company, $1 million, that's a good buy. But I mean, I want to see more than just $1 million. I mean, I forget what Anthony Noto makes, what his net worth is. I know a lot of it is tied up in the stock, but man, I want to see more buys than that. That's why I've said in these videos, if we got some more buys out of Noto, let's say we got another SEC filing this week, followed by another one next week at these suppressed levels, I think that could cause SoFi to run in and of itself. It did when we got that news when he bought like a week or two ago, but we haven't seen more buys. I think we need to see more buys out of the CEO, and I think we will, honestly. If we get that leg down to 1650, if we take that out, right? Oh, I think, yeah, we'll get more buys from Noto, probably more from the other people in the management as well. So SoFi not looking so pretty today. It looks like we might be going lower, but this is why you don't go all in on one stock, because when you have one stock that's been down for a while, like SoFi has been, and yes, it went up a ton from the single digits to 32, so rightfully so, it's down. But other stocks pick up the slack. You know what I mean? That's why building a nice balanced portfolio, that's the way to go, in my opinion. Have a core, right? Have some, other ancillary positions, the satellite, whatever you want to call the strategy, right? That's the way to go. And, you can, that's why it's easier for people that have more stocks, more stable investments, even, ETFs, it's easier for them to hold through a big loss like this. If your whole or it's not even a loss till you sell, but a big drawdown like this, if your whole portfolio is in, super risky stocks. Not saying SoFi is ridiculously risky, but it is more of a high beta name. If your whole portfolio is in stocks like SoFi, and they're profitable, by the way, they're growing nicely, so they're not as speculative as they once were, obviously, nowhere near. But if you're in, let's say, a basket of speculative stocks, and, they're all getting just rinsed right now, they're getting destroyed in this down market, you're gonna be panicking more than somebody that has some energy. You got some financial stocks, and I'm not saying have a 200 stock portfolio, but if you have 15, 20, or even 10, 15 stocks, and you've managed your portfolio correctly, you've orchestrated it the right way, you should be able to, not be too phased by a drop like this in SoFi. But a lot of people that are, seeing it down a bunch, they probably bought a ton near $30, and quite frankly, again, they're just too deep into these super high beta names, and their whole portfolio's down, so they don't have those stocks that drag up their portfolios while certain stocks are down, right? So you got to realize, I mean, I don't even know how we got into that tangent, but you got to realize portfolio orchestration is super important, and I'm a big believer in not going too big on one stock, especially if you can't handle the risk. And look, it's down 50% from highs almost, and some people are panicking, and I can tell that they put either too much money into SoFi that they can't, that they're not willing to see go down, or they're just they just don't have a diversified enough portfolio. I mean, I don't know. So with that being said, guys, XNET, one of the stocks that I'm in, which I guess today it's been bringing up the portfolio while we're seeing, tech stocks down, SoFi has been down. So this one's been doing well for me the last couple of days, but honestly, the last week-ish heading into the print. They reported earnings yesterday morning. They crushed it, and the stock's been ripping. We're up another 8%, and I got asked in the Discord today, guys, do I think we're going higher on XNET? I think it's just getting started, genuinely. This is nothing yet. The stock is up from $5 just about, 10 days ago, if that. It's up from $5 to $7.10, so it's up 40% pretty much. So, it is up a good chunk, but I genuinely think it's just getting started, and the breakout hasn't really even happened yet. It hasn't happened yet, guys. Yeah, it's above these moving averages, but, man, it's not out of the wedge yet. We're in this wedge. We haven't really broken out yet, and I think if this thing starts taking out 850, that's where the big breakout comes. And I'm targeting, $10 to $12 at minimum for my for me to sell my shares. We've covered the whole thesis on this company time and time again. I don't have time to really go over it too much now, but XNET, guys, it's a small cap Chinese company. Keep that in mind. They're audited by, I believe, PwC, so for whatever that's worth, right? And they own 7.8% in Arashi Vision, which one of the hottest IPOs in China. They own those cameras, that company Insta360, right? And guys, great product. And the crazy thing is, this company's market cap is 400 million, 500 million, whatever it's at now that the stocks went up a little bit. And their stake in Arashi Vision's like $1 billion, something like that. So the point is, there's a gross, there's a divergence here, right? Or what's the term? I'm blanking out. I've had too many freaking coffees today. The value of the company is on the floor, right? But it could be a lot higher. It's like, it should be a lot higher considering they just grew 70% year over year on their core business, right? Revenue, top line. And again, 70% year over year. And again, they have the 7.8% stake on top of that core business, which is just, I mean, it's unbelievable. So yes, it's a Chinese name. It's an ADR. Keep that in mind. Small cap. So there's obviously more risk there, but it's doing well in this rocky market. It's been keeping my portfolio looking pretty decent, right? So I'll take another 8% day out of XNET. I'll take, although I'm not in Micron at the moment, but I'll take another 4.5% Micron day. It looks like a lot of these chip stocks are seeing a little, motion here heading into next week. And we've been trading Micron in and out all year, and I think it's gearing up for another breakout. I think it's there, right? But I'm kind of a little too chicken to buy it before earnings. I got to be honest with you guys. But I'm eyeing it up, and I'm excited. Earnings are on Wednesday, the 18th. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. We're going to wrap it up here. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Jam that like button. Make sure to subscribe. Join the Patreon for my private Discord and my portfolio updates. Those links are down below, guys, pinned in the comments as well. Or go to stasurfs.com/Patreon. And with that being said, cheers. I'll see you all in the next video.